You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bro Down Podcast. I'm Andy Smith.
And I'm Tim Fulton.
And this week on Fight Fan Weekly,
we are going
special news.
We do.
McGregor's
McGregor's making a comeback.
Cowboy.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Yeah, we all kind of knew.
Yeah, we even knew that.
I don't even know
who it was going to be, too. For
yeah.
a while, they were teasing it.
What do you think of this fight?
Multiple things. One, I'm kind of excited because you and I didn't start this project until after McGregor retired.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
So I mean, I've seen McGregor fights, and I've seen them live, but I haven't really been head first into the sport while he was an active participant.
So you basically didn't follow it intensely when it was going on lead up wise.
I didn't follow this sport until you forced me to. Okay. You literally took me aside one day and were like, "We're going to do
like
this
MMA,
now."
right?
I'm being held here against my will.
Start blinking SOS.
My location. So I'm excited just for that aspect of things. I know UFC with McGregor is different than UFC without McGregor. So I'm kind of excited for the whole game to be changed a little bit. This fight specifically, I'm excited. I always love me a good cowboy fight. I always hate when a cowboy loses, and I don't exactly have a lot of confidence in him in this fight.
Well, let me give you a little bit better boost of confidence for this. It's at 170.
That's true. That's true. This is only the third time that McGregor has fought at 170,
and he's fought the same guy twice at 170.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing that's going to be different about the lead up to this fight, because one of the more important things about Conor McGregor fighting, whether you like it or you don't, is that a big part of him fighting is the lead up to his fight.
The trash talk.
Trash talk, the whole production.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing with Cowboy is that in Cowboy, he's somebody that everyone just likes. Everyone likes him.
Yeah, everyone.
He does crazy shit. He's just a really, really likable guy. And he's also one of those guys who, like, he can shit talk and everything like that. I don't know if he necessarily likes to do that. Like, he likes to do it in, like, a fun kind of a way.
Almost like a sarcastic way.
Yeah. Which it's going to be interesting to see how the fans react to McGregor's shit talking of such a beloved guy.
Well, I don't know if it's going to play out like that. Did you see they had a little bit of a Twitter exchange back and forth?
I didn't see that part.
So Cowboy was listing all of his accomplishments in the UFC. Like, he holds this record, that record, and McGregor replied, he's like, "Yeah, dude, you've been crushing it. I hope you and your family have a great Thanksgiving. This is coming from me over in Ireland. I can't wait to see you in January," or something along those lines.
Smart.
Yeah.
See, smart. See, that's why I was concerned about, was that if McGregor goes at him, and now this isn't to say that he won't closer to the fight.
Yeah, I mean, it is only November. Well, December by the time you guys see this.
Yeah, but there is also they also had something 4 years ago. They started shit talking each other bad on stage when he was going to fight Chad Mendes or Jose Aldo.
Okay.
Yeah, like they going back and forth. Like, long story. He was just saying, he better stay down at 155. Us 170s will crush him if he comes up here, and blah, 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 blah. But it's interesting that he's doing that, especially because Cowboy is so beloved. It's hard to root against him. Yeah. And it's hard to, like, get behind the trash talk against Cowboy as a fan, because you're like, I like Cowboy. And the other knock on Cowboy, too, is that is it one word that when he's in there against somebody that he likes, I don't think he performs, or maybe I forget which one it was looking back on it. It's either when he fights somebody that they think that it's all hunky dory, then he destroys them. I got to think back with the career, because I know he knocked out Melvin Gillard, and that was one of his training partners.
Yeah.
But he got clipped bad in that fight before he did that. So it's going to be interesting to see the shit talking, if there is any, leading up to this, because they got to sell the fight somehow.
They do have to sell the fight.
They might sell it on their accolades of just being exciting fighters.
That might be it. The whole McGregor returning thing is going to be a huge selling point to begin with.
Now,
I think.
it is interesting that they're doing it at 170. Because Cowboy has fought at 155 for a decent portion of his career.
Maybe he wanted the fight there.
What I'm thinking is that the UFC is looking at this a couple ways. And this is how I think that they want it to play out. Judging by everybody I've listened to and all the things that I've heard so far, I think they're looking at it like, okay, we get Cowboy versus Conor. Big time booming fight, right?
Yeah.
Everything you could ask for in a fight. Conor comes out victorious at 170. He's got a win at 170. He is now 2-1 at 170.
Yes.
Wins his last 2 fights at 170. But somebody already has the belt. Somebody already is fighting for the belt at 170, right?
Yeah.
Which is Colby Covington and Usman.
Yeah.
Right?
Which that'll be decided before this fight.
Yes. So those 2 guys have very similar styles.
Okay.
They're going to have to figure their shit out. But you have this other anomaly now, which is Jorge Masvidal.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is, who are you going to have fight him? Who's he going to fight next?
Oh, so you're thinking that the lead up is this whole thing is for a Masvidal fight?
I think that if he wins against Cowboy, they will set up the Jorge Masvidal Conor McGregor fight, because Conor's not going to fight for the title at 170.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that makes sense. He's been out for a long time.
He can't fight for the title at 155 because he just lost, and Colby and Tony Ferguson and Khabib got to figure their thing out.
Yeah.
So all the title fights are hung up, except for the BMF title, which apparently was the one-time deal thing. But knowing Conor, he'll shit talk his way into trying to somehow get him to put it up for grabs, whatever, calling him a pussy.
Like
if he was a
yeah.
badass, he would give me the belt if I win, and whatever, which is also another exciting fight. So I'm thinking that they're going to be looking at it like from that perspective, I think.
Well, all right. So, yeah, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't hate to see that fight either, but...
Yeah. I think early predictions, just from me at the 170, I think because Cowboy's a notoriously slow starter.
Yeah.
Conor has been shown to be able to put people out early in a fight. Granted, Conor's moving up to weight that he doesn't normally fight at.
He is.
Guys are bigger. Cowboy's been in a lot of wars. History would probably tell us that Cowboy gets starched early.
Really? You think so?
Because he's a slow starter, he gets tagged early. He gets
Yeah.
touched up early. And Conor's so accurate.
I will
and he
agree.
has that power.
I will agree with you on this. Obviously, they still have 2 months to go, and I don't know what McGregor's training camp has looked like at all, but it is kind of risky. It's a main event, so it's 5 rounds. That is,
Of course it's a main event.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But he's going from not having a fight in how long?
A long time.
A long time to having a 5-round fight. I think if he does win it, he's going to win it earlier on. The longer it lasts, the longer it's going to be in Cowboy's favor.
Yeah,
Which-
interesting with Conor, because he went the 5 rounds with Nate. I think he learned a lot from the loss to Nate and the victory from Nate,
Yeah.
which is how to go 5 rounds. Now, he didn't really lead. I mean, who can fight 25 minutes?
It's
Not
hard.
a lot of people. But I think that Cowboy, has been more seasoned as far as I think the longer drawn out fights, because Conor's usually end before the decision is made.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that Conor is probably going to be very patient, but he's going to pick some power shots in the first round. He's going to try to – now, Cowboy might try to counter that by trying to go fast in the first round, but he's not known for picking it up early. He's known for being a slow starter and taking damage early.
I don't know why, but you're making me nervous just talking about it.
Yeah.
I just like Cowboy so much. I want to see him do well in life.
This is like a high level striker, but the other thing too is
be
that
your
don't be
P3.
surprised if Cowboy does not try to take Conor down. Now, I don't think he'll be able to take Conor down if Khabib couldn't take Conor down very easily.
That's
now,
fair.
Khabib ended up getting him down, but Cowboy can submit anyone off his back. He's pretty fucking crafty off of his back. We don't see it a lot because he's so good with his stand up.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Cowboy tries to trip him up or, make him think about the takedown in there a couple times. But again, Conor has the accuracy and he's got the power in that left. So
It should be an interesting fight at the very least.
Yeah.
Something that we get a couple months to be amped up about.
Yeah.
You're right, though. I do kind of want to see what the trash talk's
As much as I want to see Cowboy win, I do like the once-in-a-lifetime athlete that is Conor McGregor, where it's this anomaly show.
I know it's an anomaly show, and it's put me in a position where he's one of those guys you like to root against. Despite the fact that I would probably like him in real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's fun to root against for reasons I don't understand.
See, I root for him most of the time because I think that he represents the everything coming together at the right time.
Okay.
Like perfect person, athletic body, perfect mindset, people around him, head coach that fits him, environment, like everything matched up for him at the right time.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen very often. We saw it how many times in combat sports, right? We saw Muhammad Ali, we saw Mike Tyson, we saw Ronda Rousey, and we saw
the household names.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
That's pretty much like the whole shit. Like you can name those guys out of any, and people will know who you're talking about.
And your mother would know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like my mom knows the name Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She knows the name Conor McGregor. But yeah, I think I like to see that go as far as it possibly can.
Yeah.
So
I can see why you would say that.
I'm excited. I'm excited and nervous as fuck.
Oh, I'm going to be pacing around during that match. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a quick one.
This was.
We didn't have any fights this weekend, so we don't have anything to recap for you guys, but I think we're just about done. Although, I do want to give a quick shout out to Mighty Mouse Johnson.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I don't think anybody knows this, but if you paid really close attention to our opening is actually Mighty Mouse Johnson.
Yeah. Shout out to Mighty Mouse. In my opinion, the most underrated champion of all time. That's not a joke. I've been saying that on this shit for fucking years. Guy doesn't get his due. Also, shout out to Clutch Decals for getting that from Mighty Mouse Johnson. You guys are both awesome.
So thank you to both you guys. That's it for us, and we will see you next time.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day.